Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we're gonna be doing a detailed comparison of the 20-liter Bellroy Transit Workpack with the 28-liter Bellroy Transit Backpack, which is a little bit more travel focused. Although these bags look pretty similar, they are built differently for different use cases. So we're gonna get into every single little detail on why they're different and why you may wanna choose one over the other. Let's dive in. All right, so on this side we have the Bellroy Transit Workpack, and on this side we have the Bellroy Transit Backpack. This one's a little bit more focused towards travel. This is 28 liters, and then the Transit Workpack is 20 liters, which is more focused on like everyday carry, daily carry items. And I think both of them do a pretty good job at serving their respective functions. And there is some crossover between the two, but there's also some differences between the two as well. And the most stark difference between these two is the harness system. So if we flip this over, you can just see the difference between the shoulder straps here is pretty vast. And the feeling is even more so. So I'll try to explain it. This one's a little bit more stiff here on the left with the EDC Workpack. There is some like sponginess to it, and it is nice and like cushioned up front here, but it's almost like there's this like stiff part between. Now with the travel focused bag here, this is just way cushier than what we'd see in a normal travel bag, and it even feels like on the higher end of what we feel on travel bags because it's thick, it's cushiony, and it's just got a really, really great feel to it. Both have this kind of like neoprene-y, meshy kind of material here that's a bit stretchy on the back, which is comfortable. But yeah, you definitely just have a more robust system here with the travel focused version. Along with that back panel too, you can see the difference here. This one's got some like ribbing to it on the back for the travel focused version. Nice little indent here in the middle for ventilation. So that's always nice to have in a travel bag. And then in the everyday transit Workpack, you just have a pretty standard back panel here. You know, some nice cushioning as well, and like maybe like a little bit of breathability through this material, this kind of slightly meshy material. But it's nowhere near as built as this one. Straps are similar. They use that same kind of hardware. Of course, this is the charcoal color and this is the black color. So the accents are going to differ a little between these two. And then we have these plastic strap keepers on both. The feel here on these straps, it's a little bit more of like a seat belt. And then on the Workpack, it's like a little more canvasy and a little more classic. But I think this may have to do with the colorways we have as well. I know they change up their materials based on the color that you select. But yeah, both these have leather, but I think they can change up the materials there. Water bottle pockets on the sides, a little bit small for both of them. So, you know, if you want to take a look at our reviews on these, we have single videos on both of these too, where you can kind of see a little bit more detail on how that works. Another big thing here is a sternum strap. So we have the sternum strap on the travel focused version, but that doesn't really exist here on this one, on the everyday Workpack focused version. So yeah, that's a big difference between the harness system. Top strap here, pretty similar on both, nice and grabbable, kind of against your neck and your back, not up here at the top. So it really keeps that kind of clean profile. And you can just see if we're looking at the front profile of these, let me try to flatten them out just so they're both kind of flatter. I was just testing this one so it's a little more puffed up. But yeah, they both have kind of a clamshell opening too, and they both have a front pocket. Workpack has some gusseting, so it hides that zipper, so it's a little bit cleaner look and feel. And then the travel focused version just gets it out of the way in the open because it's a little bit, it seems like it's a little bit wider, and then you've just got more options in here. So if you want to put a pen or a pencil, you got these little liner pockets or a stylus. Then you've got a little pocket here for like, you know, passport or something of that nature. And then we have our key leash at the top if we got our keys in there. And then some just pretty ample space. The pocket goes down to about here. Now, if we're taking a look at the Workpack, let's open that up. A lot smaller of an opening here, so you can see just with the size of these zippers, the difference there in that size of opening. A lot bigger on the 28 liter travel pack than the 20 liter version of the the Workpack here, but you still have a little pocket here for like a little notebook or something, but that's about it. And then you've got your like pen, pencil, stylus pocket here as well. And then not a ton of extra space, but again, enough just to stuff something in. So that's very similar on both of these bags as well. Zip that up and get that out of the way. So yeah, no gusset, gusset. Open this up just to get that main compartment. Very just big, kind of ample space opening up here on the travel focused version. And it's similar with the Workpack. But yeah, both have like a nice little kind of bucketing feel on the inside. Travel focused version features this little compression system here. So if you have like packing cubes or a sweatshirt, something that you just want to keep a little more sturdy in here, you can strap this down with a magnet. That's always nice. And then yeah, this one feels like it just opens up a little bit more. Like these zippers go more towards the bottom, which you want in a travel bag, just so you can like really get it open and look inside. This one ends a little further up, it seems to me. So you got just, this one just opens up a little bit more, probably due to this shape and the size too. This one's just a little bit bigger too. If we take a look at the front options too, we have this slash pocket that goes down the top here. And then there's just room, like a lot of room inside. So if you have like socks, underwear, things of that nature, you can throw them in here. Nothing on the Transit version, but you got this top pocket here where you can pop in additional accessories, which you also have here on the travel focused version, which kind of sits above. So you got the big pocket down here, and then the volume size of this top pocket is in front of that. So you still have additional segmentation. And the zipper pulls here are a little bit different too now that I'm looking at it. So this one's like a little heat shrink paracord situation, and this one has more of like a classic webbing to it. Personally, like this feel a little bit better. Your mileage may vary. I do like the blue liner in here too. If you do have smaller items in there that you want to be able to see a little bit better, that can be nice as well. So yeah, a little bit of difference there on that front pocket. And let's turn our attention now to the top kind of glasses pocket here. So both of these are very similar. It acts as like a top drop pocket up here on the top with this lie flat YKK self-locking zipper. So that can open up, and if you want to put sunglasses in there, that's totally cool. Or just other small items as well. I show how I load both of these out in the individual videos, so you can check that out if you're curious to see what fits inside. Zip those up, and that's nice because in both they lie flat when they're not in use, but when they are in use, they just kind of grow to the accommodating relative size. Let's open this up. I mean, if we're just looking at back panel stiffness too, right? There you go, bend that one, bend this one. You got a lot more structure in the travel pack, which totally makes sense. I mean, you're gonna be, if you're traveling with this, you're probably gonna be lugging it around for longer. You're probably gonna have it filled to the brim. It's a 28-liter pack. You know, if you're traveling, most of the people will just use the available liter space that they have to them. Whereas a daily carry bag, you're kind of, you know, just taking what you need with you for the day. So that can be different use case, and the travel pack is a lot more accommodating for a full load at 28 liters than the 20-liter version of the Workpack. Now, if we open up the laptop compartment here on the travel pack, you got this kind of nice, soft, like woolly feeling material. Pretty good false bottom in here for the laptop too. It's a little bit more pronounced of a false bottom than I see in the Workpack here. So similar fabric on the inside here. Still a false bottom too, but it doesn't seem to go down quite as far as in the travel backpack, probably because this one's, you know, just a little bit bigger. Looks like it's a bit longer. So they probably need to accommodate for laptop sizes in there, but they're both good, relatively good laptop protection in both, just right out of the box, which is great. And then in the work version, you've got this kind of little segmentation divider here that's a little bit stiff. And this works really well for like Bellroy's tech kits, if you just want to stick those up here, or maybe a Bellroy pouch. And then if I open this one up as well, it's actually zippered here on this one. So I really prefer the travel version here because it's zippered on the top. I like that you just have this little pouch that's completely squared off and separated from the rest of the bag, and it doesn't require an extra pouch. It sort of acts as a pouch. If you have little tech dongles, little cords, things that you want to have just for sure compartmentalized in their own pocket, it fits well in here. Whereas if you put it up here, I don't like that quite as much to go alone up here. Just kind of, there's nothing closing it off. Like if you have a small thumb drive or something, you want to toss up here, I would highly recommend getting a separate pouch. Whereas in the travel focused transit bag, you do not really need that because this zippers off by itself. So there you go, both great bags. Those are the main differences between the two here. We have the Bellroy Transit 28 liter travel focused backpack and the Bellroy Transit Workpack at 20 liters here on the side. So thanks for checking out this video. We'll link to both of these over on packhacker.com to get more information, as well as see the best buying options that help support our channel at no additional cost to you. So thanks for checking this video out, and we will see you in the next one.